Good morning everyone. I'm Sudipta welcoming you all to StudyIQ OPSC. So, start kariba class. Good morning guys. So guys, see already हमारा batch launch ହେଇଛି and it's just start होउची 7th of June रो admission बहुत जल्दी ही close हेबाकू जाउची. Offer still is on live. So if anyone is interested to join the batch, they can use my code SSP live to join the batch. Okay. And again, it is Aarambh batch achi, but there are also the batches of for the Odisha PSC exam, that is the Paripurna batch. Hi, Rinki Pradhan. Acha, hello Miss Rinki. So guys, if you are interested, then you like also can join the batch, Paripurna batch, and Paripurna batch किसी features अच्छी like तमन यदि pre clear करूँचा then तमरा free रा whole money refund ହେଇଯିବ and mains ପାଇଁ support मिलिବ. With that तमको 23 sets of free mock tests provide कराଯିବ with the full complete NCERT video solution भी provide कराଯିବ. So ए type रा किसी scheme अच्छी for the like Paripurna batch. And if you are interested to join the batch Odisha like Aarambh 3.0 batch guys, we are also there to guide you in every set of your life. Just join the batch by using my code SSP live. Do use my code guys? This is SSP live. And end of the session mu tuमको देखेइबी how you will join the class. So start करिबा. Today's topic is about robotic. Odisha viral. Good morning Sudipta ma'am, looking beautiful. Thank you. So come to the point. Topic उपरକୁ आसा guys. So today's class is robotic. Okay. So robots, before knowing about the robots, first make clear in your mind that robot is nothing. With the help of AI it is being built. So AI and robot, machine learning, IoT, these all are interlinked. Okay. So robot विषय जानिबा. First robotics कौन होची? Okay. What is robotics? Clear? So robotics is nothing but this is an interdisciplinary branch of science. What? Now, this is an interdisciplinary branch of science and engineering that deals with what? That deals with design, constructions, operation and the application of robots. Like robotics रे आमे robot रा design भी करूचे, तारो construction भी करूचे, तारो operation भी आमे देखुचे, how they will operate and how we will operate them. And से केमिति हमारा AI से tackle करिकी human being को help करिबा. So everything we will discover over the robotics. And guys, it combines elements but the engineering branch किछिटा सेटा को help करूची, like both of obviously एटा गोटे machinery part तो ताको हमें inbuilt ठु आरंभ करिकी destroy कला जाय, ताको operate कला जाय, ताको guide कला जाय. Everything in every set we are needing the mechanical engineering as well as the electronics engineering, the computer science and the artificial intelligence, which is very vital. Clear? This is very vital. So next see. So guys, fully what a definition तमु जदि पचारे जिबो कि what is a robot? Guys, a robot is a programmable machine capable of carrying out a series of actions autonomously or semi-autonomously. Autonomously means guys आमे ताकू जदि जेमति सेट करिथिबा, आमे ताकू like programming जेमति करिथिबा ता according से कोन ना move करिवो, function करिवो. And it can be physical or virtual. Physical in the means guys आमर robotic arms that are physical part आमे देखि पारुचे, and virtual तार जो software develop हेची, inbuilt software अछि that we cannot see, that is inbuilt in the inside the part of the body, that is the virtual one. Or we are operating that the software through the software, that is also virtual one. So next देखो the major components of robotic जोटा कि robotic ऊपर तो मानकर MCQ आसीबो. This is just over the topic. Guys, major component of robotics ताकू बहुत ही thoroughly पढ़ा because या ऊपर ही तमरो question आसीबो. बहुत तमरो OPSC रे आसुची like free exams रे तम मानकर आसुची या ऊपर question आसुची कि parts of robotic, what are the sensors, what are the actuators, and what are the like through what the power supply is done to the robotic. Everything guys या ऊपर ही आसुची. So major components of robotics टाके mind रखो. So major components कौन होची ना पांचोटा major components होची. First of all the sensors. What are the sensors? Then these are two. Why these are in the robotics body is to perceive the environment. Example नहीं परिबा sensors ra cameras and ultrasonic sensors. With the picture I will show you. Don't you worry. So actuators to convert commands into movement. Example motors नहीं परिबा. The motors are fixed, are inbuilt in the computer or in the robot. We can say that are actuators. What are the controllers? Controller, it means itself the names define that what are being built, controlled. That are the controllers. जोटा कि हमें control करी पारिबा सेगुडा ही controllers. That means the brain of the robot. कही पारिबा one kind of CPU. That is maybe microcontrollers or the processors, controllers level. Then देखो the softwares, that is the algorithms and the AI. Guys, this is very important. What are the softwares are used in the robots? That are the algorithms and AI for decision making and the movement. Next of all, the power supply, that is provides the energy, that is the batteries or the electronic sources. Clear? See, the next is the types of robots. Guys, को टाइप रो रोबोट अछि रोबोट एमिते हमें कहने गोटे रोबोट तयारी करूचे सेटा हमको सब फील्ड रे हमको हेल्प करछि नॉट एट robots are also of different categories, different types. So different types रो रोबोट हमको different field रे help करूचंती. Just like the industrial robots used in manufacturing, example the assembly lines. In the same way, the service robots are for tasks like cleaning, delivery, healthcare. तमन देखी दिबो जापान रे हेला, चाइना रे हेला, समारे बहुत एडवांस लेवल ले तांकर रेस्टोरेंट रे हेला, किछो लाइक तांकर इंडस्ट्रीज हेला, ऑफिस रे हेला, माने नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग को रिप्लेस करेचंदी रोबोट. ठीक अछि. So military robots for surveillance, bomb disposal. Guys, this one is very important. Okay, the DRDO ducks. एटा को देखो MCQs राउंड रे तमनकर एटा आसीबो. Okay. Next guys कौन होची ना humanoids robots. Humanoids robot तमनकर गोटे मन भितरे क्यूरियोसिटी आसुथो मैम व्हाट इज humanoid robots. Guys, this is nothing but the robots that resemble and mimic human actions. Like just like human being, what we are doing in our day-to-day life, what we are doing in the office, what we are doing in while we are studying anything, they are just the mimic. They do the same, the copying of the human being. That's why they are called as the humanoids robot. Next is the autonomous vehicles. Guys, autonomous vehicles could be हमारे robot को बोली ताको count करा जाउची because ताको कोना ना हम गोटे monitor करूचे and through the software that is being operated. So Elon Musk का company हो या फिर any like like किछि भी गोटे like automatically हमारा operate होउथबो anything. Suppose the freeze, not the freeze exactly, the washing machine, the cleaning operators that are also considered on the automatic. Okay, but here the automatic vehicles are directly mentioned. That's why we can see the car Elon Musk company में नहीं है. Clear? So next चलो applications of robotics. Guys, जेमती कहले different types of robots are there to help humans in different fields. In the same way, the applications also different in robotics. So applications, what are those? The manufacturing and autonomous, that is the medical surgery and rehabilitation, agriculture. In the field of agriculture, this is the precision farming, exploration, that is the space, underwater, disaster zone. In the case of defense, sorry for the spelling error, here is the C. Defense and security, here is the household assistant. In every sector, we are using robots and we are using its applications. So robots is the various application. Just kichi kichi ra tamane mind rakho. Okay. See, the robotics in India. Guys, first of all, the DRDO. This is the vast, like they are being vast researching over the robots, how they can help the humanoid, how also they can use in defense sector. So DRDO and ISRO and BAC are leading in defense and space robotics. Robotics processed automation, that is the RPA. Guys, question RPA upare bhi question asuchi. So keep this in your mind. What is RPA? Now this is robotic process automation. Is growing in IT industry, startups and research. India is promoting AI and robotics through initiatives like what? The initiatives exam re bhi pacharuchi, that is the Samarth Udyog. The full form of Samarth will also tumaku pacharibo. Okay, eta bhi question ache, ame discuss kariba. So, and the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems, that is the NMICPS. Clear? So, what are the recent trends on the robots, or we can say the help of AI or the IoT? And I see the AI driven robotics, collaborative robots, that is the cobots. Collaborative robots are known as cobots. Cobots upare bhi tamara question asuchi, so yaku bhi tike focus karo. The swarm robotics, what are the swarm robotics? Tapare bhi question achi, ame dhire dhire discuss kariba. The robotics in healthcare, example hochi robotics in surgery. Surgery case re bhi amku help karuchi, no matter agriculture re bhi help karuchi, already discuss kariche. Use of robotics in disaster management and the rescue operations. And आम कौन बॉम्ब डिस्पोजल भी हमको हेल्प कर सपोज आम गोटे फियर फैक्टर रे गोटे लाइक ह्यूमन को आगु सेंड करूले जाके बॉम्ब डिस्पोजल पाई नो मैटर किछि भी एपट सेपट होतला 19 20 रे भी जीवन पड़ोतला इन दैट केस हमें कोन ना पूरा ट्रेंड एंड हमें कहि परिबा पूरा वेल डेवलप्ड रोबोट को सेंड करि पारुछे इन द केस ऑफ बॉम्ब डिस्पोजल या फिर डिजास्टर लाइक हम रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन सपोज अर्थक्वेक हेची माटी तळे बहुत सारा लोक रहि जाइचंती तांको रेस्क्यू करिया पई दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल इन द केस ऑफ ह्यूमन that is being helped by the robots. So next, see. So now the time for the MCQs round. Okay, kichita brief idea I hope tamanakar asi jaithibo what about the robots. So see, which of the following best defines a robot? The options are a mechanical device with no sensors, a machine that can perform tasks automatically, a computer program, or a human operated vehicle. What will be the right answer? Tell me the right answer. Which of the following best defines a robot? Give me the right answer in the comment section. Do participate, guys, so that someone who interest like give a class. Otherwise, robotics is I know robotics is a like part of the science and tech, but no matter sabu exam reta help karuchi because that are correlated with the AI sector, and AI is the 5th generation of the computer. So computer application re basically tamara ya pare question asibo. Okay. Nevertheless, the right answer will be a machine that can perform tasks automatically. That is a robot. Nothing else. See, a robot is a machine, often the computer controlled, designed to perform a task automatically. Okay, usually involve physical actions. It can be a simple machine or a complex autonomous system with sensors, actuators, and the processing capability. The main part, the two very main part of the computer, keep it in your mind, that the actuators and the sensors. Okay. Next question. The branch of engineering primarily concerned with robotics. Aish, ebe hi kahithili ko branch engineering ra attach achi linked achi amara robot sahita, robotic science sahita. कोटा रहइबो not at all obviously civil ta amara hei nathibo but हमको electronics कहिथिली and guys basically software engineering भी हमारा attached अच्छी but guys जो तुम्हारा robotic engineering directly mention अच्छी then you will go with the answer robotic engineering. Else you will see the electronics engineering or also software engineering are also linked with the robotic engineering. Okay, so the right answer is what? Now this is robotic engineering. See, robotic engineering is a field that combines both electrical, mechanical and computer engineering to design, to build and operate robots and robotic systems. It also involves developing robots that can perform tasks autonomously or in collaboration with human in various industries and applications. Basically, robots का मैं बुझिबा कौन पे? Robots are nothing. Rabin Thakur, very good. So basically, robots are nothing but robots are developed for the help of human mankind. So human को पाई ही हमारे robot develop ही थिला. That's why we can say the robots are nothing but the mimic of human. Okay. So next question. Which component in a robot senses the environment? Like sense karibo kono na environment ko. Which component in a robot can sense the environment? Tell me, like कौन सा part है जो कि sense कर सकता है? Like, is that actuator? Is that sensor? Is that controller? Is that power source? So the answer is also inside the question. Yes, obviously that is sensor. See, this is sensor. So what the role of sensor is actually? Sensors play a crucial role. So types of sensor guys dekho, either that can be the eye of the robot or that can be the ear of the robot also. So that are the sensor. So sensor play a crucial role in enabling robots to interact with and understand their environment. They act like the robot's senses, providing information about its surrounding and its own condition. This information is then used by the robot's controller to make decisions and execution actions. Clear? So this is the part where the sensors are generally located. Okay. Next, the actuators, guys. Here is the actuators like the we can say the hand or in the part of the leg. Okay. The power supply device are inbuilt inside the like stomach part of the like CPU are being built inside the stomach part of the computer. Robot. Next. Which organization in India developed the bomb disposal robot ducks? Even he just discussed karithile. What? Just before 2 to 5 minutes I have discussed these. Like both all ko tammane just odd one out kara. These are the three options. Like ISRO, WAC, DRDO, three are deeply involved with the like research and development about the robotics. But here the DRDO ducks. Okay, the DRDO ducks. D for DRDO and D for ducks. So ducks robot has been being built by the DRDO. Very good, Robin. So what is the जो हमारा ducks अच्छी तापरे टिके basic idea हमारा होगा दरकार. You have a like very good capture over the topic like ducks, that is the DRDO robot. So what is the role of the ducks? Like first of all, see the remote operation, that is the ducks can be controlled remotely from a distance of up to 500 meters. So up to 500 meters that can be operated through the remote. The versatile navigation, that is its manipulation, versatile navigation, it can climb the stairs, navigate step slopes and even tow suspicious objects. Like even movie we have some like often we have seen in the movies, like those are no matter animated, but still we have imagined in our dream also when we are sitting in the night time, we are dreaming like me at least dreamed every night the robot has come and just have his gun over the hand and he shot me and I fall. Okay, so this is the dream we are dreaming every night after seeing any robotic movie. So in the robotic movie, what is actually that are animated, but in real life the ducks is nothing but the exact copy of the animation. And this is real one that can climb the stairs, navigate the step slopes and even tow suspicious objects. Even kichi bhi tara tore object of the touch kala, they can also detect that. And hazardous objects handling, the detection and disruptions, contamination and detection, the mobility, the long lasting battery, and the heat handling, the security features, everything. Just have a look and read it once. Okay. Next, see guys, which of the following is an example of a humanoid robot? Which of the following is an example of a humanoid robot? That is Roomba, that is Asimo, that is Mars, robot or drone. What will be the right answer of question number 5? Give me the right answer in the comment section. Praveen, give me the answer in the comment section. Question mark and thought babre. It is the right thing. Sure about your answer. This is Asimo. Okay, just an example of humanoid robot is what guys? Na Asimo. And these the Roomba, the Mars rover and drone, these all are the autonomous robot, we can say. But the humanoid robot is what? Ashimo. See, guys, what is a humanoid robot? Is a type of robot designed to reassemble and act like a human. They are often engineered to mimic human expressions, interactions and movements. Obviously, I have discussed with about what is the humanoid robot. This is nothing but the copy of the human. Okay, and guys, it also like the mimic of human expressions, interaction and movements, and are frequently equipped with cameras, sensors and AI machine learning technology. The modern humanoid robots often incorporate advanced technologies like AI and machine learning to enhance their ability to learn, adopt and perform the task. So this is the first generation when the humanoid robot हमारा develop हुआ था. The first generation is that. In after that, the second generation look like that, and the final generation of the humanoid robot is nothing but a copy paste of the human, just like human. Okay. चिट्टी robot तब मैंने चिट्टी का था अभी robot class question seriously. So now see, what type of robots are designed to work alongside humans in a shared workplace? What type of robots are designed to work alongside humans in a shared workplace? That is what? Autonomous robots, humanoid robots, industrial robots, or this is collaborative robots or cobots. Like what a shared workspace. When we are working in a shared workplace, in that case, the robots we are designed to help us. That are the what? That are the collaborative robots. That's our what? That's our collaborative robots. Okay, you can also easily audit out. Next, see. Yeah, Robin, right. So what is the cobots, guys? These are defined by the ability to work alongside human operators. To facilitate this function, cobots have advanced capabilities in terms of collision detection and automatically save stop when they came into physical contact with a human worker. So cobots versus robots, ମାନଙ୍କୁ idea ଦେବା ପାଇଁ just have a small tiny difference between the cobots. What are the cobots and what are the robots? Like any robots that does not meet this qualification is not a cobot. And what is cobot? Just a कहली that a cobot meet like a cobot must meet all safety requirements such as standards ISO. The model guys, the ISO standard अनुसारे like the ISO 10218 according जेतिक भी तांकर प्रोटोकॉल को फॉलो करिकी हमर मशीन को रोबोट्स को बना जाइथिबो, that is the cobots, and cobots must follow the ISO protocol. If not, then this cannot be a cobot, that can be a robot. Okay, next देखो, so safety cobots are designed with safety in mind using sensors. That's also cobots have the sensors and the software to detect the respond to human presence, allowing them to slow down and stop if a person is nearby. And the collaboration, they are intended for detect human robot interaction where humans and robots work together in the same space. Just keep one thing in your mind, that when we are talking about a human and a robot are working in a same space, then the robot is nothing but a cobot. Clear? That is the collaborative robot. And the application, the cobots are used in a various industries, including the manufacturing industry, logistic, and the healthcare, for tasks like assembly, packaging, inspection, and the material handling. And in the case of operation theater, we are also using the cobots. The benefits, guys, using cobots can lead to increased efficiency, reduced worker fatigue, and improved safety in the workplace. Next question. Which of these is not a part of a basic robot system? Which of these is not a part of a basic robot system? The options are sensors, actuators, compiler, or controller. I have just not less than 10 or 12 times I have repeatedly saying it, the parts of the robots. The sensors, the actuators. And there are two list option. Give me the right answer in the comment section. What will be? Yeah, this is not compiler, rest the controller, the rest the actuators, and all as well as the sensors are the part of what? Robot system. Okay, except the compiler. So basic robot system generally consist of control system, that is actuator, sensors, power supply, and an effective tool. Okay. So the control system, often a computer or microcontroller, manages the robot's action based on a sensor input and pre-programmed instructions. What we have input in the robots, they are operated like that. And the pre-programmed instruction have been set inside that, have been built inside that, they will perform accordingly. Actuators like motors converts energy into motion, allowing the robot to move its limbs. Like in the case of, we are saying the actuators are nothing but the limbs and the hind limbs, the front limbs and the hind limbs, the leg and the hands, or interact with its environment. The sensor gather information about the robot surrounding, enabling it to perceive and respond to its environment. The power supply provides the energy needed for all components to function. Finally, this is an end effector such as a gripper or tool allows the robots to interact with objects or perform tasks. So this is how a robot from the initial stage of the actuators, from the control system to the end of the power supply, how they perform accordingly. Okay. The next question, which robot was launched by ISRO as India's first humanoid in space? Guys, this is very, very important for every graduation level exam where the science and tech are involved in. Tell me. And I don't think there is any sector of any examination that skipped off the science and tech. So tell me the right answer, Praveen. Yes, Praveen, Sobhan, both are right. Guys, this is what? Vyomitra. So Vyomitra, what is Vyomitra? See. So the Ministry of Science and Technology, guys, about Vyomitra, you have a you have to read thoroughly because this is very, very important. This is what? This is very, very important as the Vyomitra is the first humanoid robot being sent to the space. Going to send. This is not done yet. Okay. The Ministry of Science and Technology announced the women robot astronaut, that is the Vyomitra, will fly into space ahead of Indian Space Research Organization ambitious the Gaganayan mission. So the Vyomitra is directly related with what? With the Gaganayan mission. With which mission? This is the Gaganayan mission, which will be India's first human manned space flight carrying Indian astronaut into space. Gaganyaan mission, the 4 scientists have been already chosen for the completion of the space mission. There is a 4 days of program to send them to the space and them to back to the earth. Okay. So the Brahmitra mission is scheduled for the third quarter of 2024, while a manned mission Gaganyaan is scheduled to be launched in 2025. Guys, এটা predefined statement. एपर्यंत किसी तरह sure shot नहीं, and এটা आगोको postpone भी है सारी. Okay. So about the Vyomitra Sea is a name derived from two Sanskrit words, that is Vyom. Obviously, as we the Odia student already know about the Sanskrit, have a brief knowledge on Sanskrit. So you can say the Vyom means space and the Mitra means what? Friend. So this female robot astronaut is equipped with the capability to monitor module parameters, issue alert and execute life support operations. The Vyomitra will send to the air or send to the space only to study about the ambience, that the human can survive there or not. To study the ambience only. Okay, the temperature and everything will set in the Vyomitra according to the human body, and they will send to the she will send to the space, and she will observe everything, the atmospheric condition over there. Then they will send back to the earth and will give the information about everything, the data. It can perform tasks such as operating 6 panels and responding to queries. Vyomitra astronaut is designed in such a manner to simulate human functions in the space environment and interact with the life support system. Like the 4 scientists have been chosen, they will send to the space. They can survive there for 4 days or not, or what are the atmospheric conditions, what can be changed here before them to send to the space. Everything will consider the Vyomitra. So next, see, the robots controlled by human operators are called. Robots controlled by human operators are called what? Autonomous robot, semi-autonomous robot, tele-operated robots or AI robots. Robots controlled by human operators are called. They are not the autonomous robots because this is controlled by the human. That means not at all autonomous, and semi-autonomous because the human operators are mentioned here, that the human operators are operating the robot. That's why this is called as what? First, give me the right answer in the comment section. Praveen, here mentioned the question answer is mentioned in the question also, because here the question is robots controlled by human operators. That means not autonomous. Autonomous means that cannot be controlled by anyone. That is pre-designed or set hai ki thi bata bhitare, so that they can autonomously function. Okay, this is not. Yeah, that is tele-operated. The tele-operated robots. So what are the tele-operated robots? See, the tele-operated robots, also known as tele-robots. Okay, understood. Okay, so also known as what? The tele-robots or the tele-manipulators are the robotic system controlled remotely by a human operator. The operator can send commands and receive the feedback, like the video or the sensor data. Just can have a look in the image. Okay. And guys, to control the robot's actions from a distance, this technology is often used in the hazardous, hard to reach or dynamically complex environments where autonomous navigation may not be feasible or safe. In that case, our teleoperated robots are being used. Next, see, in robotics and actuators. In the robotics, an actuator is used for, as I have already used the part of the robots. A very important question in the science and tech, from science and tech and the robotics sector, that is the parts of the robot. Keep that in your mind. But before that, tell me, in robotics, an actuators is used for what? Programming, powering sensors, movement and control, or image processing. Actuators are nothing but the hand and the leg of the robots, or we can say, okay. So by the hand or the leg, what we are doing? Obviously, movement. This is Praveen. Makes sense. Please just read the question thoroughly. The actuators, I have already said you several times that the actuators are nothing just like human have hands and legs. The robots have the actuators. They can perform the movement. Obviously, na? This is movement and the control. See, guys, in robotics, an actuator is used for converting energy into physical motion. That means how we will instruct the robot, they will perform accordingly. But in the case of we are instructed to catch it out or to take the bottle from the ground, they will take through what? Through the actuators, or the kick it out or just break this out. Then they will do that with the actuators, like in the case of the lower actuators, that means the leg part. Okay, to interact with their environment and perform tasks. They are essentially the muscles of a robot, allowing it to execute movements. Based on control system signals, without actuators, robots would be unable to interact with their environment to perform any task requiring movement. Yes, motors is used as actuators. Okay. Next, which of these is a not benefit of using robots in manufacturing? Right? Which of these is not a benefit of using robots in manufacturing? Increased efficiency. Question is, Prabin, again saying about the question is this not a benefit of using robotics in manufacturing. Okay, which is not. That means increased efficiency, yes. If we will use the robots, then obviously the efficiency will increase. The lower accuracy, just choose this side away. Then reduced human error, obviously if we are interrupt the robots inside our work, then this will help in reduce the human error also. But the cost effective for mass production, this is also, that can be the cost effective. But the accuracy level, suppose we are doing any kind of task. Suppose I have to shut down the laptop right now. Then the Alt and F4 tablet. The Alt and F4 I have to choose. In human also will like click the Alt and F4. And in the case of robot, if I will instruct, if I have a robot in my room and I will instruct her to shut down my laptop, then also she will choose the Alt and F4. So there is no accuracy difference between the robot's work or the like human work. The instruction is same for everyone. Okay. So odd one out will be the lower accuracy. Clear? Praveen, clear? Next thing, the robot Sophia. This is again very important. The robot Sophia is developed by the NASA, the Hanson Robotics, Google AI, or the Boston Dynamics. The robot Sophia is being developed by. Tell me. Next question, the robot Sophia is developed by. This is by the Hanson Robotics. Okay, this is a Hong Kong company. This is the Hanson Robotics is developed the robot Sophia. जोटा कि again आगकू जाइए हमर यूएवी रा कोना तार citizenship भी नेछ. The first robot Sophia is the first robot citizen of the world after Saudi Arabia granted her citizenship in October 2017. So on which year it is gained the citizenship of like any country, that is on October 2017, and which country? This is the Arabian country. Okay, UAE. So she is a social humanoid robot which using artificial intelligence, that is programming, can initiate human gesture and facial expressions and is able to converse and is able to converse on predefined topics. It was developed by the Hong Kong-based Hansen Robotics and activated on February 14, 2016 रे activated ହେଇଥିଲା. She made her maiden India debut on December. This is also very important. India debut केबे ହେଇଥିଲା? December 30, 2017 at the Indian Institute to get Technology like the IIT Bombay. Next, tell me the swarm robotics. I have already told you initially that we will discuss everything. Are you from West Bengal, ma'am? No, I'm from Odisha. Don't worry, Praveen. If you are facing any like linguistic issues, then please tell me. I will also like मैं हिंदी में भी पढ़ा सकती हूँ, मगर ये उड़ीसा की क्लास है तो थोड़ा उड़िया भी ऐड करना पड़ता है. No matter, I can also use that Hindi or English instead of that if you are not getting me properly. Okay. So tell me, swarm robotics is inspired by the collective behavior of humans, planets, insects, or machines. Guys, swarm robotics. The word swarm is nothing related to what? Insects. Okay. Lalit, बहुत जल्दी है जी class को very. No, this is not human. This is insect. I'm just telling you this is insect and why. Guys, see, this is this is the robots, that is the insect. This is very tiny in size. And why this is being used? Guys, swarm robotics is a field that studies how groups of simple robots can coordinate their actions to accomplish the complex tasks by interacting with each other and their environment. It's inspired by the collective intelligence observed in nature, such as swarms of insects or schools of fish. And these robots, often with minimal individual intelligence, can achieve tasks that would be impossible for a single robot. They can cost effective because very tiny in like safe, that can be like developed and redeveloped naturally, like not naturally, sorry, redeveloped artificially in a bulk like bulk manner रे हमें तारा बहुत सारा develop करी परिबा and ताको हमें agricultural field रे भी ताको involve करी परिबा and any kind of forestry भी ताको हमें involve करी पारुछे. Okay, that's why this is important. Next, see, which language is commonly used to program robots? Which language is commonly used to program the robots? Guys, the HTML, this is the markup language, so keep that away. The C++, MS Word, Excel, guys, just odd one out. MS Word and Excel, these are not a type of language. And the HTML, this is a markup language. Okay, so this is not the only option left, that is the C++. That is what? That is the C++. To see. Yes, Praveen, right? So several programming languages are commonly used to program robots, with C++, Python and Java being particularly popular. But C++ is very much favored too because of the low level control language. Although the Java and the Python also low level, but in comparison with the C++, this is not that low. Okay. Next, see. The study of designing machines that can perform intelligent tasks is called. Tell me. Yes, Praveen, right. The study of designing machines that can perform intelligent tasks is called. Yeah. So this is what? The artificial intelligence. The study of designing and machines that can perform intelligent. Here, wherever the word intelligence are involved, that can the easily you can choose the answer as artificial intelligence. See, the study of designing machines capable of performing intelligent tasks is called artificial intelligence. AI encompasses the field of computer science focused on creating machines that can reason, like learn, and the act in ways that typically require the human intelligence. This includes various technologies like machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing. So main branches of AI that will deal with the machine learning and the natural language processing, the computer vision, the robotics, the expert system, the neural networks, that is all nothing but the deep learning, and the fuzzy logic, and the evolutionary computation, and the swarm intelligence, and the cognitive computing. These all are the branch of the AI. Okay. Next, see, a drone is a type of, guys, a drone is what? A drone is a type of humanoid robot, teleoperated robot, autonomous flying robot, or a AI software. Also, the answer is inside the question. Okay. What is deep learning and machine learning? Is when we are using deeply in robotic science, when we are using the artificial intelligence to study about the robotics, and instead of the information of things that is directly linked with the robots, that is when we are going to study about that, we are studying the deep learning. This is just a part of the AI. The deep learning, the the internet of things, or the artificial intelligence, these are correlated with each other. So when we are going to research, when we are going to read more about that, then we will go to the deep learning section, or we are going to the machine learning. Okay. Machine learning and deep learning are correlated, guys. Everything the machine that are autonomously or they are semi-autonomously operated, that are the technique built inside that we are studying over that, that is the deep learning or the machine learning. So what is a drone? Is a type of, very good, this is a autonomous flying robot. So flying, that is related with what? Drone. See, a drone is an unmanned, yes, the question may be asked in the examination, that is the UAVs, that is the unmanned aerial vehicle, are kind of, or what type of robot this is. This is a what? The drone robot kahipariba, or this is the autonomously flying robot we kahipariba. Okay, it is essentially a flying robot. This is controlled remotely or can fly autonomously with software controlled flight plans embedded in its system that work in conjunction with sensors and a global positioning system. Clear? Next. Which Indian initiative promotes robotics and automation in manufacturing? Make in India, Digital India, Samarth Udyog, or Skill India? I have already told you earlier stage of the class that about the initiation of the or initiative step of the India towards the robotic science, towards the robotics, that is what? Sabine, give me the right answer in the comment section. Which Indian initiative promotes robotics and automation in manufacturing? ऐसे क्लास को देख रहे हो? हाँ, एकदम ध्यान से क्लास को ही देख रहे हो ना? Prabin, I think you are in the you are from the starting of the class, right? कुछ भी एक आंसर दे तो मैम नहीं पकड़ पाएगी. This is the Samarth Udyog. What is the Samarth Udyog? The smart, advanced manufacturing and rapid transformation of. The full form, keep it in your mind. Each one. इतना भी लेट नहीं ज्वाइन किए थे, मुझे पता है आप पहले से ही हो. मैं देखी थी आप कब कब रिप्लाई दे रहे हो नहीं दे रहे. So is an initiative by the Department of Heavy Industries, that is the DHI, and the Government of India under the Make in India and Industries 4.0 framework. Guys, under the Make in India, this is a different sector, this is different department, or we can say this is a scheme, the Samarth Udyog. Under that, the robotics are being developed. So to make India manufacturing globally competitive through digital transformation using industry 4.0 technologies like. So the industrial information of things are the AI and machine learning, big data and analytics, automation and robotics, additive manufacturing towards the cyber physical system. Next. प्रवीण, इसके लिए ही मैं क्लास के शुरू से ही एक ब्रीफ नोट देती हूँ कि कंटेंट आज के ऊपर रोबोटिक्स है. सपोज अबाउट द पोल्यूशन, the 15 minute of class is briefing note about what we are going to study. The MCQs over this topic. That's why you have a basic idea and it will make the class interesting. Okay. So see, the which sensor is most commonly used in obstacle detection in robots? That are temperature sensors, GPS, ultrasonic sensor or pressure sensor. The question is about the obstacle detection. Tell me what will be the right answer then. Praveen, give me the right answer. This is nothing but the ultrasonic sensor that will detect the obstacle for the robots. Okay. तुक्का मारना पड़ेगा इसमें तुम्हें. तुक्का मारने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. बस यही सोच लो कि ऑब्स्टैकल को डिटेक्ट करना पड़ेगा तो किसके लिए. Like these sensors are most commonly used in obstacle detection in robots, that are the ultrasonic sensors. Okay. See, the ultrasonic sensors are what? That they are used to detect the objects and measure the distance by emitting and receiving the high frequency sound waves, and these waves can be used to determine the presence, location and even the characteristics of objects. That means any kind of objects near you or apart from how much distance from the robot, they can be detected by the ultrasonic sensors and being developed inside the robot. So how it works? Now, in the case of emission, reflection, receptions and the distance calculation. See, in the emissions, guys, the sensors emits a pulse of ultrasonic sound waves. Again, in the reflection, those waves travel until they encounter an object and are reflected back towards the sensor. Then the reception do what? The sensors detects the returning echo. Again, the echo, the time it takes for the sound wave to travel to the object and back is measured. This time, along with the speed of sound, is used to calculate the distance. So everything is under this step. क्लियर? प्रवीण, इसको समझ में आया या फिर समझाना पड़ेगा? टेल मी दैट. ये स्टेप समझ में आया? हाउ द अल्ट्रासोनिक सेंसर्स आर बीइंग यूज्ड. क्या क्या स्टेप है इसके अंदर? ओके. तो सी नेक्स्ट. व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ आरपीए? in the initial stage already यहाँ पर भी discuss करी guys. What is the full form of RPA? That's why I am telling you the initial class starting रे जहाँ भी पढ़ोगी, whatever I am going to read about the topic or about the MCQs, the brief note in the initial stage of the class. So keep that in your mind that the first step, first 15 minutes or 20 minutes of my class at least important for you, because this is not at all the MCQs. First of all, the brief noting, then about the MCQs, what we are briefing about the topic. Okay. So tell me, what is the full form of RPA in the context of robotics? This is the robotic process automation. The robotic process automation is stand for the RPA. Yes. अच्छा प्रवीण, ए भी और बी भी बोथ, इतना भी तुक्का मारना पड़ेगा. और एक ऑप्शन में लिख लो कि मैम सी है और डी भी. Yeah, this is robotic process automation. Okay. The context of robotics, RPA stands for robotic process automation. It is a technology that uses software to mimic human interactions with digital system to automate repetitive and rule-based tasks. So these software robots can interact with applications, extract data and complete tasks, essentially automating processes that would otherwise require human intervention. So RPA, what is what? Now this is an optimization method, uses the AI, the machine learning and other we can say the virtual boards. Okay. नहीं, वो गलती से ये टाइप हो गया था मैम. Okay. The intelligence in robots is primarily governed by, tell me this, the intelligence in robots is primarily governed by the batteries, by the AI algorithms, by the machine, by the mechanical gears or the lubricants. Guys, this is also I have discussed in initial steps. Guys, governed by what? Governed by the AI algorithms. Everything the robots is totally developed or totally we can say operated by what? By the AI, by the help of artificial intelligence. Okay, this is by the AI algorithms. So the types of, guys, this one is my favorite. Tar na bhi mu rakhichi, like her name is Robika. Okay, so in the science and tech class inside my applications, whenever I am using the robots, I am taking her away. Okay, her name, I have said her name, that is Robika. This is my favorite one. So how do AI algorithms work, guys? The first stage is the data collection. They do collected the data. Then they will went to the processing. Then the training the algorithms. Then they do the test and optimization. Then the initial stage that they're making the prediction or the inference. Clear? The next, which sector widely uses surgical robots? Tell me, which sector widely uses surgical robots? That is the agriculture, the healthcare, the defense or the mining. So, which sector widely uses surgical robots? In the case of, or when you are facing any word that is so like related with the hospital industry, that is what? The healthcare. Obviously, surgical robots both use one. Obviously, agriculture is use habani. Not at all using in defense, not also in mining. They are already set for the, yes, healthcare. Prabin. क्या क्वेश्चन क्या है और आंसर क्या दे रहे हो? कुछ तो दिमाग में रखना चाहिए ना. अच्छा, डिफेंस में सर्जिकल रोबोट्स का डिफेंस में क्या काम है बता दो. डिफेंस में सर्जिकल रोबोट्स का क्या काम है? वो एनिमीज को जाके क्या ऐसे चीर फाड़ के रख देगा? अच्छा, सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक रोबोटिक क्लास है और मैं स्ट्राइक के बारे में बोल रही हूँ. कुछ भी बोल रहे हो, कुछ भी सोच रहे हो. The surgical robots assist surgeons in performing minimally invasive procedures with increased precision, flexibility and control, often leading to better patients' outcomes. These robots are controlled by the surgeon from a console using hand and foot controls to manipulate instruments within a body. See the picture, they can how operate the patient. Okay. नेक्स्ट, प्रवीण एकदम मजे ले रहे हो क्लास में, ठीक है. Which of these is not an industrial robot? That is the SCARA, that is the Roomba, or the Cartesian robot, or the articulated robot. Which of these is not an industrial robot. That is Roomba. अब तुक्का मारना नहीं पड़ेगा प्रवीण, रुक जाओ. So what is Roomba? This is a type of automatic robot or a autonomous robot using like a vacuum cleaner करके हम ताको use करू छे. Okay, they are using like a vacuum cleaner to clean the floor. It is designed to navigate and clean floors independently using the sensors and the algorithm to avoid the obstacles and return to the charging dock. This is very viral in the reel section of any Instagram or like YouTube. You can also have a look there. What is the operating style of the robot? So next question, which Indian space robot is designed to assist astronauts in Gaganayan mission? In Gaganayan mission, which like robot are being built? That is the Vyomitra. I've already told you. So no need of any like detailed information about the Vyomitra, but Gaganayan mission, guys, India's first manned flight mission to space. Okay, the project was first approved by the PM Narendra Modi. Guys, this is very important. The when the project was being approved and by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that is August 15, 2018, it will send three like initially develop to being 3 members, but at least the 4 members have been chosen to. Okay, the 4 members have been chosen to send the send to the space. So ISRO hopes to deploy its biggest rocket, that is the by which rocket, guys, this is very important. This is the GSLV Mk3. GSLV Mk3 for this project. Okay. And the Gaganayan mission like Chandrayaan mission ने भी को like launch vehicle हमारे use ही थिला. In the case of Mangalayan भी हमारे कौन launch vehicle use ही थिला. Everything is important. Okay. It would be one of the cheapest manned space flight in the world. If we will succeed, then this will help the what? This will enhance the space tourism sector. Next, see. The mechanical structure that enables a robot to move is called, that is locomotion, obviously. That is what? Locomotion, not algorithm, not framework, not the skeleton. Move kari pariba, that means related with the motion, that is the locomotion. See, the locomotion is indeed the term used to describe the mechanical structure and mechanism that is enabled to robot to move and navigate its environment. Clear? That is the locomotion. Next, see, which of the following is an aerial robot? Which of the following is an aerial robot? That is the self-driving car, not Mars robot, not robot vacuum, not. So aerial habaki na drone is an example of aerial robot. So an aerial robot is a flying machine that can navigate and perform tasks autonomously or with remote control from a human operator. That is, we can say the aerial robot. Air flow he paribo, air flying he paribo ko robot na drone. That's why this is called as the aerial robot. Clear? Which of the following is a major challenge in robotics? Which of the following is a major challenge in robotics? That is the surplus working force, too many AI chips, ethical concern and job loss, or cheap development cost. Guys, which of the following is a major challenge in robotics? That too, the ethical concern and the job loss. The ethical concern and the job loss is the main fear factor to accept the robotics. Next, which is the key field of study for improving robot decision making? Which is the key field of study for improving robot decision making? Is obviously not linguistic, not also fluid machine, not also anatomy. Guys, robot decision making is totally depend upon the artificial intelligence. That is the best AI, updated AI being built inside the robot. That is depend upon the decision making of the robot. That is what? Artificial intelligence. Next, see. Yes, Praveen, right. So next, what is the term for robots working in hazardous environments like mines and disaster zones? Guys, in the case of already discussed about that. Praveen, I think you are that time in the class. That in the case of hazardous environments or in the disaster management case re ame ko robot ki use karuche, when I am going to use that kind of robots are the rescue robots, okay. Surveillance robots are for the purpose of surveying, or the military note, or the field robots also not. Next, see, the rescue robots, also known as search and rescue robots, are specialized robot systems designed to assist in disaster response and search and rescue operations, particularly in situations where human entry is dangerous or impossible. In the case of what? Bomb disposal, we are using the rescue robot. Clear? Next, which component controls and processes all robot actions? Which components controls and processes all robot actions? That is the battery, sensors, controller or actuator. Guys, total kiye na controller. Also, there is a built of CPU inside the controller. Clear? The component that controls, obviously control kiye karibo, so that is the processor or the controller. The last one, the robot controller is the brain of the robotic system, responsible for processing sensor data, making decisions and controlling the robot's movement and actions. It manages everything from basic motor control to complex tasks like object recognition and manipulation. Everything is done or controlled by the controller. Okay, that is the first CPU that is directly attached with the motor controller, but indirectly we can say that is correlated with the word CPU or the controller. Next, the last question, see, which of the following Indian mission may involve robots in space exploration? Guys, which of the Indian mission involve karichanti amara robotic ku, or we can say the space like robots ko involve karichanti space exploration? That both Chandrayaan, guys, in the case of Chandrayaan 1, like robots are not that much in developing condition. So Chandrayaan 2 and 3 re hamara usage. And both Sukrayan re bhi usage, Gaganayan re, Sukrayan is not sent yet, but still beyond, like under processing, that is robots also used here. And the Gaganayan also here at the Vyomitra. So all of the above will be the right answer. See. So the first, the Chandrayaan 1, that the robotic import probe, like that is not developed that much. So taku first run out kara. But in the case of Chandrayaan 2 and 3, robotic lander plus robot, both lander and robot are the robotic. And Chandrayaan 3, that is also successful robotic lander and robot. Sukrayan, robotic instruments, that is planned, not yet implemented. And in the case of Gaganayan, that is the Vyomitra. So these all are used in the space mission. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the attention and presence in my class. So the class, the PDF will be provided in the Telegram channel of the StudyIQ OPSC. And if you are interested, then do follow me in the Instagram at @Sudipta Simran. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Praveen, especially to you. Thank you. Thank you. Take care of yourself and first of your parents. Thank you, Praveen. Okay. So again, we'll meet you soon in the next class or like the day after tomorrow. Okay, Friday. Thank you so much.